considering a potential national emergency.
I consider to be a national emergency.
It's about protecting President Trump at the end of the day.
Socialism and socialism, right there, favorable rating. Look at it now. Socialism clearly in the lead.
And cue the fire. If Trump says it is a national emergency, well then, so be it. With the doom and gloom, you need this. This is some fire to warm your house. Which, talking about homes, he just canceled his conferences. He's like, nope, nothing. It's all canceled. It's an emergency. Breaking news, his emergency really isn't, it's not that bad. What is currently happening? And it's tough. For me, and I don't know for you, but we're moving in the wrong direction again. For the last 2 weeks, I've been hearing whispers. There's going to be a false flag. Just trust me on this one. I've been showing you influential people like Dan or Tucker. I mean, Tucker just came out. Emergency alert. Tucker Carlson warns that the Israeli government has sent clear signals that they are preparing for a massive 9/11. Sorry, YouTube. Style false flag that could go nuclear. I think Israel's a threat. So we have national emergencies, we have nukes, we have propaganda, we have false flags, we have black swans, and we are going in the wrong direction. Then when I look down that said direction, let's just say it's a tunnel. And I saw light, and then it started to flicker. And then it went completely out. That's what I feel now. My whole life, even on this YouTube channel, 9 years ago, I went back to my first video. I'm like, geez, that was fast. Don't do politics. They're liars. Stick to the foundation, bravo. God, your family, teaching people how to grow wealth, start businesses, trade equities, all of that. Don't get distracted. And then I got distracted because I was so pumped. It's like, no new wars. Yes. Throw people in jail that created an island to bring children to. And anyone who questions anything about this administration, poof, you're gone. And then we had Bitcoin, and we had crypto, and we had gold, and we had silver, and debt. How about that debt thing, the national debt? I'm like, okay. You got my vote. The first crypto president, and we're going to be responsible, fiscally responsible. Yes. We'll tackle that inflation thing, which that is just a debasement of your currency, and it is a tax on you. I did not want to see my children or my grandchildren have to be under the boot of communism, of socialism. And now we're swinging that way. Because everything that I have said, it's all gotten worse. I mean, look at, these are humans. They're like, I can't survive. Your real disposable income turns negative. Price of Bitcoin is catching silver. But I mean, silver got kicked off a cliff. Coin's at what, 59,000 now? Well, I get it. It's not like I didn't warn you. And on this channel, I made 2 calls on Bitcoin. Both of them spot on. This one went into a bear flag, and I'm like, take my profit and I'll run. And everyone's like, no, you don't understand the electricity costs. And I'm like, I follow the charts. Silver, same thing. Gold, again, follow the charts, not politicians, not the stuff you see in the news. I told you on gold, I gave you warning after warning after warning. There's your 200, get out, get out, get out, get out. 3,900. It's just like I've been saying, the elites get richer, the parasites take over. The richest 1% now have as much wealth as the bottom 90%. I mean, try to even fathom that. Though mathematically, this is what I've been preaching for 9 years. Since the 80s, when I served under this guy, Commander-in-Chief in the United States Air Force, I'm like, yeah, no new taxes, right? This administration. It's like the same playbook. Then comes the rug pull and lies. My lips, no new taxes, highest tax ever. Like year after year, politician after politician. And I know this guy is probably one of the most liked presidents, but let me present you with some facts. President Reagan's address to the nation on the federal budget and deficit reduction. He hated debt. He even explained it. $1 trillion. They were going to get there. And then he explained stacking this. Like, well, if I stack this, and everyone's like, wow, you're so good with your words. It is bad. We're going to get rid of it. It enslaves our children. It enslaves our children's children. And then, you know, they have to pay $356,000 in taxes, and they won't be able to survive. And buckle your seatbelt right now. He took this $40 trillion, okay? And he tripled it. Well, roughly tripled it. Imagine having our president go, you know that 40, well, it's not 40, it's 39. It'll get there. Let's go 120. Don't get me wrong, I love the quotes. We don't have $1 trillion debt because we haven't taxed enough. We have $1 trillion debt because we spend too much. Well, that's correct, sir. But Bravo, what you don't understand, yes, I do. I don't want to argue the minutia. I'm telling you, the light at the, I don't see it anymore. So yes, his national emergency, yeah, but it's worse. It's worse because there is no one on our side. And we're always left with option A or option B. You know, do you want death by drowning or firing squad? Then even with this bill, it's like, okay, if we get the Save America Act in, then we'll have total national surveillance. And I'm like, well, so then, sir, I'll just go with firing squad because this is going to be a lot better. FISA. No, I said it. Thank you guys for correcting me. It's like Visa, but with an F. Either way, it's not a good word. Visa? Yeah, it's not good. Or Fista? Have you ever had one of those? You don't want one of those. But I feel like I'm going to get it right in the poop chute either way. And then look at this. That was funny if you laughed. I'm willing to risk the giving up. Me too. What do we give up, sir? My rights and privileges as a citizen. Can I vote again? And then people in the comments section with, I love you. I really do. The IQ of 1, but it's okay. I taught high school, junior high, elementary, college. It's okay. Do you see what he is documenting? Yes, if you want to give me Trump derangement syndrome, because I am not going to give up my Second Amendment. I'm not going to give up my rights. I'm not going to give up my privileges, my First Amendment. I do not want to be watched. A Constitution and a Bill of Rights. If you go outside those lane lines, I don't like you. Because I have children, I have grandchildren, and I would like them to live in a free nation under God and not drowning in debt and taxes. And that is why I teach you about debt and taxes. But I feel as if I have plates. I'm spinning 100 plates. And then Kitty lights half of them on fire. Also, if you want to know where she's at, right now she's getting a facial. I should just, every time I film, everyone's like, where's Kitty? Right now, a facial. Tomorrow, probably a massage. Skylar was the one who hired her. So gentlemen, note to self, do not hire hot chicks. It's not good. But now, what is just breaking my heart, and I see it. I know, it's that emergency, the tunnel, the no light. Favorable ratings among Dems. Socialism, they were 50%. Now they're like, yes, 2025, 66%. Let's go socialism, and then it'll be 100%. Again, it's capitalism. Yeah, that seems to be really in favor. We're going the wrong way. Yes, but Bravo, we need free healthcare, free housing. Well, move to New York. Move to California because you'll get it there. Because you deserve it. Also, don't say, well, that's what New York voted for. That's what California voted for. That's where it's spreading. It's a wildfire. And anything less than that, you are in denial.
Stood next to Daria Lisa, and I have said, our next congresswoman. And I've said these words in the way that many of us will say, inshallah. In the beginning, we hope, but we don't know how close it is. And the closer and closer we get to the day, the more that we believe. And now that language of hope is a language of fact.
And if you'd like a little theology lesson on what is being spoken and what's happening here, that would be if Allah wills. Let me just quickly check and see if this is what this nation was founded on. The answer would be no. Wannabe Muslim, cool. I mean, Iran, there you go. I think their Muslim population is 99.8. Try not being Muslim. We are going down that path. The light is being turned off. We have choices again. Firing squad or drowning. Oh, a little Deuteronomy. Foreigners who reside among you will rise up and destroy you or above you. Higher and higher. Then they'll destroy you. No, Bravo, we need to be inclusive. They're not. Go to Iran and see how inclusive they are. If you're not sure, go to Afghanistan. Try it out. Just wait here another 10 years and let it be told. Let's just get through that massive 911 thing. They had it in New York. Hey, look at that. Looks like New York maybe didn't learn a lesson. Now for your normies. And why do I think it's going to go this way? Because the institutionalized people are going to go, this isn't working. This free market thing, we got to trust the government. Let's give the socialist thing a try. Because no one is surviving, but let's just listen into a normal Facebook post.
I'm sorry. Who in the decided we could make diapers and formula the two most needed things when you have a child, the most expensive things on this planet? These two things just costed me $92. Oh, you want me to start thinking about having a second kid? Simply how? How? I can't afford that. Absolutely not. And on top of it, as I swipe my card, walk out, pull out of the parking lot, this old woman.
Okay, I'm just going to pause her right there because now you're offending me because I am old. I just found out I am as old as this guy. I actually love what Tucker says. Don't trust him, though. Hey, Bravo, who do I trust? Didn't we just start off this whole video? Stop putting your trust in these people. I think he had something interesting to say, so I'll click play and then we'll talk.
I would not support the Republican Party. There's no chance I would support the Republican Party. I'm not going to support the Democratic Party. I don't know what I'm going to do. But at this point, how could I or any American voter support a political party that's not loyal to the United States, that puts the interests of a foreign country above those of its own citizens? Like, it's not possible to vote for people like that, and I'm not going to. And I think I voted Republican my entire life. I worked at Fox News.
And I got three things out of that, if you can think. Number one, you're not going to work at Fox News. You're not going to work at any news organization unless you're Democrat, which I'm pretty sure if I look up his track record, he was Democrat. Probably for most of your life, but okay, so we'll set that little lie aside. Number two, are you going to run for president? Because then everything's going to get fixed. Number three, he's my age. And number four, do I just keep shooting myself in the feet? Like, everyone's like, well, what do you stand for? Stand for you. Try to help you see and get past these people. You're like, yes, she's bad. Yes, but people keep voting for her, don't they? Actually, she's saying things that resonate with people. Did you know that 25% single family last year? Private equity, oh my gosh. Business, bad. Socialism, good. And she got your back. On my new channel that I have, it'll pop up in the lower corner. There's a video. Today's video is amazing. Ever watch any video on the internet this year? Watch that one. I got to talk about how these guys, they know, because the channel's called Follow the Money. They know what bill they're going to vote on. And see, now I'm going to give away the whole video. They know what bill they're going to vote on. So they buy all the stock. Then they all vote on the bill. They agree to the bill and their stock triples. And then they click the sell button and make shat tons of money every single day of their life. They see a bill coming down the pike on Infamil that one girl was just complaining about. It's like, yeah, we're going to vote on a bill that basically destroys that company. Short it. Someone needs to tell that woman. Now this is even more frightening. I didn't know this because now I have grandkids, and now I'm like, wait, what are you feeding my grandkid? Sorry if it feels like sometimes I chase squirrels. I have it all documented. I know what I'm going to say, and I do have a roadmap, and I think these things are so important. I think it is. Someone needs to call her and tell her, oh, by the way, you're poisoning your kid. Look, read ingredients. And you guys know seed oils when you're like, oh, as you get older, like Tucker Carlson and me, you're like, I'm so sore. I can't, how do I stand up? How do I turn that off? I can't even reach it. You can't have vegetable oil like you're feeding your kid right out of the, hey, why don't you just drink a lot of vegetable oil? That'll work. Then we'll wash it down with some palm oil and coconut oil and some soy oil and sunflower oil and whey and anything else, oil, a little calcium phosphate. Like, no. Just give your child the natural. Trust me. That one is like half as bad as the one, because we all trust our pediatrician recommended, trust the science. When I say the light at the tunnel, I mean, there is no hope. You have to be so smart just to survive. Click. What do we got? We got corn syrup. First then we go with the oils. Corn syrup, sugar. Is this like the third ingredient? And you wonder why. Everyone is sick. All right, so enough of that. Let's get into the charts and oh my gosh, yields, gold. So I'll be brief. Banks, leverage, margin, everything's up. Dollar strong. The world's in trouble. Scott's coming out. Him and his husband are like, the dollar. We need a strong dollar. But basically, anything that the government does, let's do the complete opposite. Like food. You should have 11 servings of pasta and bread, 4 servings of fruit, cereal. Yeah, that'll spike your insulin. You will be so obese. Yes, buy Big Pharma. You can take anything. Save your money. Okay, do the complete opposite. Why is that, Bravo? I've been institutionalized and trained. What do the rich do? They actually buy debt. Everyone on the Forbes 400, 399 of them. How did they get on it? They got on it by not listening to anything that you have been programmed. Go to college. None. Get a degree. Get a job. A paycheck. How many of 400 get paychecks? None. How many of them used the debt money, the debt system? Money, debt is debt. It comes from nothing. Fugazi. It's a loan to buy assets. All of them. They buy businesses and they hold businesses and they build businesses. Everything that I say on this channel. No, it's the complete opposite. I've never learned that in school. I mean, that's a good reason why you click the subscribe button, but yeah, like YouTube's actually going to push me out to people. I closed that window a long time ago. So if for some reason God's like, hey, I'm going to put this Bravo idiot in the feed, and then you're going to see him and be like, who's this idiot? And then I start telling you the complete opposite of what you've been programmed. May God be with you. I will come here every day breaking all this down. Now let's start with, why is gold and silver selling off? Because the chart said it would. Why is Bitcoin selling off? Because the chart said it would. Now, if you want a bigger macro, strong dollar, gold, silver go down. Okay? Now on silver, I said it's in a triangle. It's going to pick a side. I said it's an 89% chance it's going lower. If it breaks this line, it went up, it confirmed. See the 200, you're under it. See the 20, you're under it. We're going to continue to go lower. I warned you. I know what you're saying. Yes, Bravo, but I stack the precious metal. You can always do that. I'm teaching you how to take your digits and double them. You could do it with anything. Bitcoin, I said, same thing. You're going to come up, hit the 200. I made money on this multiple times. And I said, you just went down into another flag. I'm like, that's it. That was a nice, I got a bounce. I got a bounce off of that. Can't clear that. Bye. I'm out. And everyone's like, no, we're going. No, you're not, Larry. Now at 59,000. Can't go that low. It's not possible. We have the dollar and XRP. Boy, did I take heat on this one too. I warned everyone right about there. And then it confirmed that nasty setup. And then we went down. And I said, when it was at 3, I'm like, it's going to go to 2. And then when I looked at 2, I'm like, it's going to 1. That's impossible. Really? Because if you understand charts, do you see that line right there that just goes vertical? It always gives that up. And welcome to XR, and there's an army out there, so I have to be very nice. I just trade, don't shoot the messenger. You guys are at 1.0. That is 1. Some people bought it at 3.5. YouTubers, I have so many financial YouTuber friends, crypto friends, and I was always the bearer of bad news. I just can't catch a break over here. I don't care. I will always come here telling you the truth. I have no dog in this fight. Your yields are actually it's kind of crashing. It's kind of doing what I thought it would do. You guys, again, another triangle. You're going to come all the way down here. I could rinse and repeat. I do this every day. I would love for this because I have some stuff coming due. So I would really like these things way down here. So if we measure that, Bravo shall get his dream. Also, maybe my TLT, I could exit at a break even. Okay, so let's recap. Step 1, you're in a lot of trouble. The light's dimming. Step 2, don't trust these guys. Step 3, proof, never to trust these guys. Step 4, don't trust these guys. 5, learn how to trade it. This fixes your problem. That's nice. 1,390. I didn't ask for his today. Traded with him and I watched his digits go up. You could just look at the comment section. People post it all the time. Made $500 in 2 months. Just take a peek. So drop down there. If you're like, yeah, this has kind of changed my life. Like, help people. So that we started today. Today it starts the new. Is it a competition? Those are some percentages from the last one. What else? And they're giving away money, USDT. What, to deposit 100, you get 20, 500, get 100. I mean, that's cool. I don't know. How long do you have to leave it in? I don't know. Just know I got your back. That's it. The competition starts today. So do the Solana trade. I know. You're like, what's that? I have a course on it. It is easy. It is such an easy glitch. You just click. But I don't trust crypto. Okay, trust the dollar then. Here's the thing that you don't trust to make it go up. Pinky promise, the Solana glitch it's super easy. Have all the bells and whistles. Click here. Make sure you go through the course so you know what you're doing. Change your life. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.